If you're trying to win yourself $1,000, win yourself a merch pack, all that kind of good stuff, man. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I got to drop that new 2020 intro on you guys one time.
I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh, I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh,
That's right.
I don't need nothing else.
That's right.
King's Dream Entertainment.
What's going on? My name is Ruslan with KingsDreamENT.com. This channel exists to encourage, empower, inspire you to live out God's dream for your life, man. And I'm very excited. It's a new year, but not just a new year. It's a new decade. And I feel like this is the time of year where most people are most open to change, most receptive of change. And I'm in a spot in my life, in my career, where I need to see some life change. I need to see some things transform. I've been an entertainer for a long time. I've been a full-time hip-hop artist for 5 years, grossing 6 figures. It's been an amazing journey. And I'm still excited to be making music, but I have to transition into what I believe my greater purpose is, which is to empower, inspire, impact people to live out God's dream for their life. And so I'm putting my money, my own money, where my mouth is, and I'm seeing how many people are really about that life. So I'm gonna tell you guys all about this King's Dream Outlier Challenge. I'm gonna see who really about it. We're gonna take a couple calls from a couple of people that have kind of low-key been my guinea pigs and are seeing amazing transformation in just a very short window of time. I'm gonna answer any questions that people may have. I'm gonna give you guys all the details and all the ins and outs. But I got to send a big shout out, of course, to the Patreon community. I got to send a big shout out to everybody in the live stream right now. I'm pretty revved up. Not going to lie to you. If you're watching this, give this video a quick thumbs up. Shout out to my man, Ray Rock. Make sure y'all check him out on social. He's doing a super dope tour for artists all over the country. Got to give him a big shout out. So listen, this is where I'm at. The King's Dream Outlier Challenge is based on the 2 habits that have transformed my life the most, okay? And it's really about taking inventory, taking responsibility, and controlling the variables that you can control. Habit number 1, I'll get straight to the point. Habit number 1, very simple habit. It's baby step 1 of Dave Ramsey's financial plan. Some of you guys have heard of Dave Ramsey. Long story short, me and my wife both come from poverty. We both come from just not the best circumstances, both single-parent homes. I can give you guys all the details, but that's not what this video is about. And we got married. We were newlyweds, grossly in debt, made every dumb decision I could possibly make with money, from co-signing on a condo to buying a brand new car. And we woke up one day as newlyweds and had $45,000 in debt. I was in the process of getting sued, and my life just was not lit. And so we discovered this financial freedom journey and equipping ourselves and growing in financial literacy. We got on a Dave Ramsey plan. Long story short, we paid off $45,000 in debt in 18 months. And then we saved up 6 months of living expenses. And then that 6 months and that diligence and that discipline propelled me to transition into being a full-time entrepreneur. My wife became a stay-at-home mom, and our life has been incredible ever since. And so that's what I do for a living, is I do music. I used to do a lot more traveling than I do now. I've been kind of more dialed into building this Patreon community online and doing more stuff at home. And so that's the first part of the challenge, is getting on a monthly written budget. You can go to everydollar.com. I have a webpage, a landing page where you guys can get all this information, but they'll be linked to this. It's a budget. You make your money do what you want it to do. You don't get controlled by your money. You get on a budget. You hustle. You try to save $1,000 emergency fund. That's baby step 1 of the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University plan. There's a ton of information. Link in bio. There's a video where you can see Dave Ramsey explain it all. And there's a free budget tool online that they've developed. And I'm just pointing people to what worked for me. This whole idea is I'm just showing people what worked for me. And these 2 habits transformed my life the most, which is getting on a written budget, which led me to $1,000 emergency fund, getting out of debt. I'm going to tell you guys how to sign up. The link's in the bio if you want to just jump ahead. The link's in the bio. geeksdreament.com/outlier challenge. The second habit, which I only implemented 18 months ago. Some of you guys saw my before and after photos on my Instagram. I'll pull them up for you guys just so you guys could see the transformation that has happened in on my body in a very short window of time, where I got fairly decent shape, and I wanted to give you guys the information on that. So this is me. We just shot these photos, okay? This is me. I take my shirt off now, but it wouldn't really work for the camera angle. Boom. And that's what I look like not even 18 months ago, okay? So pretty radical transformation. And if we go to my IG story, I don't want to pull it up right now, but if you go to my IG story, you could actually see the trainer post a video from just 6 weeks ago and how much my body's changed. And the second habit is logging all of your nutrition and getting on a macro budget where you're trying to hit your ideal body weight in grams of protein. Your ideal body weight in grams of protein. A lot of people have been working out. I was working out myself for a very long time, going to the gym, putting in the work, and not seeing the results. I had some muscle underneath all that fat, but I wasn't seeing the results. And it wasn't until I dialed in my nutrition and I finally started going after and getting my body weight, and my ideal body weight in grams of protein, that everything started to transform. And it was pretty radical. And so that's the second habit. So again, these are the two things that have worked for me. Habit number one, having a plan for your money. Having a plan for your money, being financially literate, getting out of debt, right? But we're just focusing on you getting on a budget. That's all I want, right? Just you guys getting on a budget. Habit number two is you getting on a budget with your food and having a plan for what you're going to eat and not just winging it. You know what I mean? And so from my experience, most people are in a haze. Most people are just going through life. Life is happening to them. I want you guys to control the variables that you can control. If you can control what you spend and you telling your money what to do and your money not controlling you, and if you can control what you eat, those two things to me set you up for the best possible experience, in my opinion. And so that's the challenge. Now I'm going to tell you guys how to sign up. The link's in the bio, and then I'm going to do some question and answer stuff. Okay, now we couldn't be doing this challenge without giving you guys some new music, of course. So we got a new single called The Way coming out next Friday. And here's the big idea. Listen, if you want God's purpose for your life, if you want God's best for your life, if you want God's abundance for your life, if you want what God wants for you, right? You oftentimes are asking these questions of the universe, and what am I here for, and what's the meaning of life, and what's the purpose of life? However, I think that it's really wrapped up in living life the way we know God would want us to live. Living life with diligence, with discipline, with consistency, with focus. So my thought is, if we live God's way, if we handle money the way God wants us to handle money, if we handle relationships and treat people the way God would have us treat people, if we take care of our bodies the way God would have us take care of our bodies, if we do things God's way, we will always be in God's will. And if we're in God's will, then we will discover what God's purpose and the purpose of our life is. And so God's ways will always lead us to God's will and keep us in God's will. And God's will show us and get us to the place of knowing what our purpose and our calling in life is, which is fluid, by the way. And many people don't really want God's ways. They want the purpose, they want the blessing, they want to say they're in God's will, but they don't really want to live life with discipline and pour everything they can into following God. And so these are the two things I'm good at. By the grace of God, I've been able to get a hold of my finances and grow a business that grows to 6 figures. And by the grace of God, I got pretty freaking shredded in a short window of time. And so the thing is, guys, it's not that complicated. It really isn't. It's just, you just need a roadmap. And now with all the information and all the stuff out there, I'm just trying to provide a roadmap for people and have one landing page where you can go and all the information is right in front of you, and you can just figure it out, right? So that's my big idea. This is the stuff that's worked for me, and my big dream for this is, man, if we can get 100, 200 people signed up for this challenge, let's say half of them stick to it, I think a third of them are going to have some radical transforming experiences that it's going to stick with them. The habit change is going to stick with them. And so Let me show you guys how this is going to work. Okay, so check it out. Boom. We are at kingsdreament.com/outlier challenge. Outlier challenge, right? Everything is here. This is a video, me just kind of brainstorming about it. I'm going to probably swap this out with the video you're watching now. The King's Dream Outlier Challenge is based on 2 habits: getting on a monthly written budget, Dave Ramsey, FPU, baby step 1, while building a $1,000 emergency fund. How do you build $1,000, you ask? It's a great question. I'm going to send you some videos of Gary Vee going garage shopping and flipping. I'm going to show you guys how I make a little side extra money by flipping tennis shoes. I'm going to show you guys some of that stuff. It's pretty fairly simple to hustle, but the more important part is you can't out-earn poor spending habits. I want you guys to control your money, okay? And I want you guys to be conscious of what you're spending your money on. And so, boom, that's the first one. Number 2, track what you eat. Hit your macronutrient goals, specifically your ideal body weight in grams of protein. That's a lot of protein, but something happens when you get that protein in you. Multiple ways to enter. Okay? Every time you enter, the grand prize is going to be $1,000 cash prize if... The caveat is if I could get 1,000 of you guys signed up for this. I need 1,000. I need 100. The $1,000 cash prize if we get 100 people signed up. And the sign up is going to be tough, okay? Sign up is going to be tough. But we get 100. It's going to be drawn random. And the winner would also get a $100 Amazon gift card and a King's Dream Outlier merch bundle. How do you sign up? It's great that you ask. We have a song coming out. It's called The Way. We talked about the way of God, living life the way of God. Jesus is the way. We have a song coming out next Friday. All you got to do, this is the easy part. I'm going to tell you guys the hard part. Easy part. Go here. Boom. Hit enter to win, right? You can register by connecting with Facebook. You get 20 points off the rip. Connect with Facebook. Boom. I just logged in. Y'all saw that? Oh, I forgot my daggone password. Jesus. Let's see. Let's see if this works. All right, well, that's not cool. Hell, I know what I'll do. I'll do it this way. I'll do it for my Safari. I'll do it with my Safari because I'm already logged in on Facebook there. So we are going to go back to the page. I'm on the Chrome. The Chrome's not logged into the Facebook. So you log in with your Facebook, right? That's the first step. Okay, the first step. And you pre-save the song. Why is this not? Okay, here we go. Boom, we're back. Boom, enter to win, right? Connect with Facebook. Or you could enter your email address if you want. Okay, boom, okay. I'm not sure how many of you guys are Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, that's fine. You can sign in with your daggone email. Boom. And you go back here. Improve your chances of winning, right? Improve your chances of winning. Boom. Improve your chances of winning. You pre-saved a song on Spotify, you get 10 points. You subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get 10 points, right? You just visit the merch line. You just visit the merch store, you get 10 points. Follow me on Twitter, you get 10 points. Follow the homie Jamil on Spotify, who's on the song with me, you get 10 points. Pre-save it on Apple Music, you get 10 points, right? Play one of Jamil's song on Spotify, 10 points. Follow us on SoundCloud, 10 points. Save a song, boom, 10 points. And you share, you get 10 points. 10 points. So you increase your chances of winning. Now, here's the tough part, but this is where you can really, really increase your chances. King's Dream Outlier, this is where we're going to really see and we're going to really cut out those who are really about that life. We're going to ask you guys to submit a before photo. Now, this was what changed for me. When I did the before photo, I saw myself what I looked like with my shirt off. I was so devastated. How I wasn't even a dad that long and I had a dad bod. What was going on? Well, I needed that dose of reality. So if you go and you submit a before photo, you get 100 points, right? So now you just doubled your chances of winning in this drawing. And then on February 7th, we will give you guys an additional 200 points if you post an after photo. That's really where you're going to increase your chances. That's really what I want to see people do, right? And the before and the after photo. Some of you guys are like, oh, I don't want to do a photo. Listen, just do it. I'm not looking at these photos, okay? You guys are thinking like Ruslan is scrolling through this. I don't care about your photos. You need to care about your photos. And when you see yourself with your shirt off, you're going to want to do something about that, right? And so we're just laying out the blueprint for you guys. And that's how we're gonna. You're done, Kid Triz. I see you talking. Boom, upload it, and then you go underneath. So you hit upload the photo. You go underneath, and then we got some content for you guys. We got how to easily track your macros. I made a video on how to easily track your macros. Dave Ramsey is budgeting. Realistic. It's how they use his stuff. And then I just did healthy food shopping. So I'm gonna be making these videos showing you guys how to go healthy food shopping. We bought a week and a half's worth of food for like $41. Right? And I'm talking protein, a lot of it organic, $41, right? And then I do a video on how to track your macros. Super simple stuff. All you need is the Lose It app, every dollar. Easy. This stuff is easy if you're willing to learn something new and stop being scared, okay? That's what I'm telling y'all. Stop being scared. I'm putting up my own money. I need 100 people signed up for this. I need 100 before and after photos, okay? That's what I'm trying to see. So I'm going to bring in some people into the live stream who are who've been already doing this process and are crushing it. And I wanted them to share their experience. So you guys, y'all don't think I'm just on here capping. So first and foremost, let's bring in the homie Eximio. Let's see, let me full screen this joint. Here, I'm gonna do this first. We got two people that's gonna talk to you guys, so y'all don't think I'm just out here capping. Because why would I do that, right? Okay, Eximio.
Yo.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Eximio behind the scenes has been my guinea pig, all right? Eximio got a scale. You need a scale. Eximio got a scale. He's out in public with his scale, like I be out in public. I got two scales. I think he only got one. He be out in public with his scale. He tracking his macronutrients. He's eating great. How are you, first of all, how are you feeling? And just tell me the results that you've had just in, a week of doing this?
Yeah. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energetic. I'm waking up, like, wanting to do stuff. I'm doing the dishes more often because I'm cooking, which I don't normally do. So just more energetic and doing more things. So it's good because I have less idle time, which is awesome. As far as results, in 8 days I've lost 11 pounds.
Wow. In 8 days.
Yep.
Do you feel like you're depraved from food? Do you feel like you're starving yourself? Do you feel like you're like always hungry?
No. So I'm actually eating more times a day than I was before. The only thing is, before I obviously wasn't eating the right foods, and I was just overeating in the 2 times that I was eating a day. So
you were having foods that were higher in calories, less in nutrients, and now you're having foods that are higher in nutrients, less in calories. Tell them about some of the stuff you've been eating. You're not like the craziest cook in the, you're no chef, and you're figuring this out. Just tell me some of the stuff you've been eating.
So I'll tell you about my favorite so far. So I saw on the menu of Longhorn a long time ago, swordfish, and I was like, I would never eat that. But then I saw it when I was at Aldi, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it since I'm already on this thing. Like, let me do it. So I actually bought swordfish steak and I cooked it. I'm not the biggest cook, but it actually was really good. Tasted really good. I've been eating a lot of chicken, salmon, sweet potatoes, so good. Oatmeal, I prepare it the same way that Ruslan shows. I'm sure you guys have seen it, with the blueberries and the almond butter and the cinnamon. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm eating. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the camera back on you. Give me 1 sec. Okay. And how are your workouts? Tell me about your workouts, because people freak out and think you got to do like some crazy, you know what I mean? Some crazy workouts. Like what are the stuff you've been doing in terms of just working out?
So Ruslan has asked me to do 100 squats and 100 push-ups a day. So the push-ups have been hard, but I'm getting through them. And I also incorporated some lift exercises in it, which includes HIIT exercises. Those weren't required by him, but I'm just doing that as an additional thing. But yeah, 2 days ago, like, the workout killed me. Like, I was on the floor, my knees were like, shaking and all that. But it just goes to show, like, I wasn't working out at all for a while. So I feel good now. I feel like Like I said, I'm energetic. So yeah, it's a good combination of the food and the exercise that's giving me that energy, and I'm sleeping better too. So it's awesome.
That's what's up, man. Is there any like final encouragement, any final words you want to give people that are considering doing this? They're on the fence. Tell me about taking the photo, because I know people were freaking out about doing the photo. What was that like?
The photo was interesting because I was like, man, I already know what I look like, and I was like, I don't know if I want to send this in. So I actually looked at Ruslan's before, and I was like, man, I'm not too far from that. So I was just like, I'll just send it, whatever.
So yeah. Do you think that made a difference, the photo?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the photo because it's still in my, recent pictures. So if I'm scrolling through a picture that I'm looking for, I'm seeing it, and I'm like I'm trying to kill him.
Right. That's good, man. Yeah. Well, dude, I think you're killing it, man. I can't wait to see what you look like in 20, 30, 40 days. You know what I mean? And you're a guy that's busy. You're running around. You don't have time to spend hours and hours in the gym, and you're figuring it out, man. So kudos to you. Great job, bro. So shout out to Eximio. I'm gonna bring in the homie Canvas, and he's gonna share some of his experience. Again, these guys are my guinea pigs, man. They really trusted me, and I'm super proud of just the work they're putting in. So tell us about your results, Canvas.
Yeah, man. So when I started, I was not very overweight. I just was not. I generally considered myself pretty healthy, but I was not feeling good. I was somebody who was not sleeping well. I have, heartburn. I had some other things. I would wake up in the middle of the night. I couldn't fall asleep, couldn't stay asleep. And my workouts were very newbie. I really just consisted of basic cardio and then some of the basic machines. I was not an athletic dude ever, not even in school. So getting into the gym for someone like me and getting over to the free weights and some of the other more serious stuff can be intimidating. But I actually met up with a trainer at my gym, had them walk me through all the exercises that you recommended, the benches, all the other stuff. And once you have tried it, it's really not that intimidating. And logging food, I think, has changed in a similar way. A couple months ago, I tried keto, and in a very different way, but also in a similar way, it changed my relationship with food. Because I used to see food as almost an escapism, as a lot of people see food. Food is like a comfort. Like you've had a long day and you come home and you want to eat something good. You want to eat something that tastes good.
Yep.
And, it fills you up and it feels good to eat, like, a bowl of macaroni and cheese, or like something that's not good for you, but feels good to your soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I started seeing food as kind of like the way I started to look at money, which is like, it's a tool to accomplish something that I need to get done.
Food is fuel. Food is fuel,
exactly.
Not as just comfort.
Exactly. And, with the exception of cheat meals, food wasn't really a source of pleasure for me. And I think that was really important because it started to have me really reevaluate, what am I getting comfort and what am I getting pleasure from in my life? And my wife has actually been logging her food with me. She's also been joining me on the logging. And I think the working out, there's been a very noticeable difference in my shoulders and my biceps. My arms are noticeably bigger, noticeably firmer. I'm noticeably sleeping better. My sleep quality is way better. I'm sleeping through the night. I feel like I'm getting into a rhythm. I feel more energetic throughout the day. And my biggest problem, and you know this because we talk off the record, but little did I know that my biggest problem with eating healthy would be needing to eat more food.
Yo, people freak out and they think that you got to starve yourself. But isn't it the opposite? Like, isn't it the total opposite?
I'm literally texting Ruslan every day, like, bro, I'm at like 1,300 calories and I'm stuffed. Yep. Like, I need more food and I can't eat anymore. Like, I'm full. Like, I'm trying to eat more. Yeah. So like today I'm sitting at like 1,600 calories right now, but my protein's looking all right. Like I'm at 165 grams,
nice.
Which is almost there. But at 1,600 calories, I don't think I could eat anything else. I'll probably, knock off one more thing, but most of the time I'm between 1,300 and 1,600 calories and I'm just I feel like I'm always eating. I feel like I'm never hungry. I've never had a craving for, and again, your mileage may vary. I have kind of a head start because I did keto for a while, and that kind of broke my sugar addiction.
Yeah.
So I don't have a really big sweet tooth, but since day one, I have not had a major sugar or junk food craving at all. Like I have not felt unsatisfied.
Yep.
And I think that's a big deal. When even when I was on keto, I was craving carbs. I was craving these foods that I wasn't supposed to have. On this, and we don't call it a diet, but on this eating plan, on the way we eat, I always feel satisfied. I always feel full. And it's changed the way I mentioned this the other day on our Zoom call, but I noticed the relationship between the macros that I'm eating and how I'm feeling through the day and my behavior. Like I never really saw the relationship between food and behavior and how you actually feel.
Yep.
And the relationship that carbs and fats and proteins have with your mood, with your energy level, and just with your general, the way you treat people.
Yeah.
And the way how productive you are in your everyday life. So man, it's super life changing. It's been less than 2 weeks, I think. And I'm super excited to see where we are 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now. So.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Dude, it's so funny. Like I'm in the same boat. Like I just ate. I looked at my log. I'm at 1,600 calories. I need a little bit more protein. And it at this point, like it almost becomes a chore to eat so much.
Literally.
Yeah. But the cool part is the average American is eating very calorie dense foods. When you're combining processed foods, stuff out of a box, fried foods, high starchy foods, you're getting a lot of calories for a little bit of food. The stuff that we're eating sweet potatoes. We're eating a lot of chicken, a lot of fish, a lot of meat, kale, spinach. We're getting lower calories, higher volume out of foods like broccoli and cauliflower. So we're getting lower calories, but we're eating a lot. And it's higher nutrient dense, so it's impacting our mood and we feel better. And that's the point. Every day I talk to these guys through text message and I keep saying, how do you feel? Because you shouldn't feel deprived. You shouldn't feel like you're struggling. If you're addicted to sugar, that's a little different. I was addicted to sugar. I literally had to do like a sugar detox 3-4 days, had headaches. And then once I broke it, and I still have sugar occasionally, I'll have maybe 20 to 30 grams of sugar a day at the most. I'm not talking about stuff from fruit. I'm talking just like, organic cane sugar. And then I found some substitutes to help me with sugar. So, man, this stuff is fun. It's not as intimidating as you guys think. I promise you. And here's the deal, man. I am putting up my own money. I want $1,000 to go to somebody in the community, and maybe we'll make this a regular thing. But I need you guys to sign up. So go. And by the way, how do I stand to benefit from this? This is how I stand to benefit from this. If 100 of you guys sign up for the before and after photo, and half of you guys finish, and just 10 of you guys actually get results, and I was a part of that transformation process, and like those were habits that helped set you up for the rest of your life, that is a dub for me. Like that is a huge, huge, huge win for me. And by proxy, if we're really out here changing lives, by proxy, I know my finances and everything else will be taken care of. I know the Outlier merch. If you guys want to get some merchandise, you can go get some Outlier merch. This isn't on the website yet. Let me know if y'all feeling this color. The merch, the Patreon, all that stuff by proxy will grow. So this is me pouring what I have, which for some of you guys, $1,000 isn't a lot. For me, it's a sacrifice to take $1,000 out of my own pocket and pour it back into the community. But I'm about the results, man. I'm about the results. I'm about seeing you guys make the changes that I've made. The two most important habits in my life, outside of following Jesus and all that kind of stuff, and reading the Bible and worship music. Two most important habits: having having a plan for my dollars and giving every dollar a name and getting, sparking that, and then having a plan for my food. And they're very similar. Like they're very similar. The more diligent I am with my food, the more cognizant I am of my spending. It's all connected. And so the link is in the bio. The link is in the bio. I'll show you guys one last time. kingsdreament.com/outlier challenge. Go sign up right now. Got a couple easy ways for you guys to sign up, pre-save the song, play some music, follow on Twitter, all that fun stuff. That stuff's easy. I could do that. Don't play yourself. But here's the hard part. If you want to increase your chances, get the 100 points and then the 200 points for the, for the after photo. Hop on there, submit your photo. I'm not looking at the photos, so you could almost cheat if you wanted to. I'll probably look at the after photos. That's what I'm most excited about, is like, what are the after photos going to look like? But look, man, it's 2020. It's a new year. More importantly, it's a new decade, and it's an opportunity for us to change. And I'm just sharing the things that have worked for me. It's really that simple. These are the things that work for me: tracking macros, eating in a way where you're getting your ideal body weight and protein. I'm always full. Getting out of debt and financial literacy. Amazing, life-changing stuff, man. So head to the link in the bio. Let me know what you guys think. I hope to see. There's already about 30 people signed up for this. We need another 70 signed up, and we are going to announce the winner around February, probably like February 10th or something like that. Give you guys an opportunity to submit your after photos. If you guys have any questions, go to that website. There's videos on how to do all this stuff. I'll link up the app that I use, and I will link up the budget that you could also use.